Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions and a makeup tutorial creating this look right here using some new products that I got with an addition to some products that I already did have. And overall, I really did enjoy my new products that I did get, with an exception to one product that I did not really like, but you will find out in the video which one that is. So if you want to see how I did create this look with my new products, then just keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do today is start off by priming the face, and today I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is my first time trying out this primer, so I will let you guys know what I think about it. It's really soft and pearly feeling, and it's like blurring out my pores really nicely, so far so good. Alright, so next I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is also my first time trying out this product, and I've heard so many good things about this foundation, and I don't know why I'm just now trying it out, but I am, but I'm really excited about it. Also, whenever I ordered this foundation, I ordered the Tutti Frutti line, the beauty blender from Too Faced. So I'm going to be using that as well, which I'm pretty sure this is the same as a regular beauty blender, but it's just like a collaboration with Too Faced. But it was light pink, so I had to get it. But alright, so I'm just going to take that foundation, and if it'll come out, put a couple pumps on the end of it, and then just pat it on my face. So now I have that foundation all over my face, and I really like this foundation. I don't know if it's like my perfect shade. I ordered it offline, so I was kind of like guessing on what shade, but I am using the porcelain shade. But overall, I really like the coverage and the way that this sits into my skin. Like, I like it a lot. I'm excited about it. So next, I'm gonna go in with the Born This Way Too Faced concealer. So this is another thing that I've never tried before, and I'm going to be trying it today. And this is like huge. Like, this is really big. It's like the biggest concealer I've ever seen. So this is what size the concealer is, and this compared to the foundation, and that's like, it's a really big concealer. I'm really interested to see what the applicator looks like. This is massive. Alright, so now I'm just going to apply the concealer under my eyes, on my nose. Need another dip. Alright, so I put a lot of that concealer on, and a little bit goes a long way, so I did have way too much, and that concealer is really white, so I look really weird right now, but I'm going to fix that. And just for now, I'm going to take an EcoTools beauty sponge, and then add some of this Airspun translucent powder, and set that under my eyes and in all the other places that I did apply the concealer to. Then I'm going to take the JH01 brush and take some of that product as well, and then just put that on the face lightly over the foundation. I literally look like a ghost right now, but like you can see that this whole makeup look is way lighter than my chest, but I'm going to darken it up with some bronzer in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to jump into the eyes. I go in with the Morphe brow pencil and just do my brows very quickly. So now that I went in and did my brows, I'm going to go back in with some of that translucent powder and put that into my eyelids and prep the eyelids for the eyeshadow. Alright, so today I'm going to be creating a look using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and the Morphe 9B palette, but these are both palettes that I have used before, so This is not going to be a first impression on these or the brow pencil either. I've used that as well. First, I'm going to start off by picking up this shade right here called Hang 10. And I'm going to blend that all into my crease. So now that I have that Hang 10 shade all in my crease area, I'm going to go in with the shade Road Trip and apply that in my crease as well. But I'm just going to keep it a little bit lower than that first shade. So now that I have that shade in the crease, I'm going to go in with the shade Love Letter, and I'm going to apply this to my outer corner and bring it into the crease, but mainly focus it in the outer corner and then slowly kind of flick it towards the middle of the crease. Alright, so now that I have that shade in the outer corner and into the center of the crease barely, I'm going to add the shade Vanadian Red. I really don't know how to say that word, but it's this like plum cranberry shade like right here. And I'm going to put that over the shade I just applied and kind of blend it a little bit down towards the bottom of the lid. Alright, so now that I have those colors on the lid, I'm going to go back in with that first brush with no extra product, and I'm going to lightly blend on the edge of all those shades so that there's no harsh lines and they go smoothly together. Alright, so now that I have that all blended out, I'm going to go in with a flat brush and I'm going to pick up the shade Vamper, which is right here. It's a shimmery, like light shade, and I'm going to apply that on like the lower base of the lid. Alright, so now that I have that shade all over the base of my lid, I'm going to go back in with this brush and the shade Vanadian Red and pop that on the outer corners again to brighten up that purpley cranberry shade and make it stick out, and then kind of like blend it in the crease a little bit. And it's gonna like warm this look up and bring out those cranberries. And I'm also gonna take a little bit of that color and kind of add it in the crease, like in the inner corners part of my eye. And then I'm going to pick up that flat brush again and just pick up that shimmery shade and kind of touch it up in the center of the eyelid so that really is fresh and like standing out. So next I'm going to go on with the shade Red Ultra. I don't know how to pronounce like any of the names in this palette, but it's this shade right here. And I'm going to go in with the JH39 brush and apply that in my lower lash line and smoke this look out. Alright, so now that I have my waterline smoked out, I'm going to go in with the JH42 brush and take this top shade called Sunnies, and I'm going to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner of my eye to finish off this eye look. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some Morphe black eyeliner and some Maybelline Precise All Day liquid eyeliner and apply that into my waterline and then on top of the lid as well, and then add some of this voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, and then that'll finish off the eyes. I'm so in love with you. So now that I have my eyes completely finished, I'm going to go in with some makeup brushes and get all that excess powder off of my face that has been sitting there. I'm just gonna take this brush and make sure that's all off. And then again, this is something that I have already used before, so this is not the first impressions, but today I'm going to be going in with the MAC Shadester and the NARS Eater brush, and I'm going to do my contour really quick. But the bronzer that I'm going to use next is going to be a first impression. But I'm going to go ahead and just contour real quick. And then after I will go in with my new bronzer. I'm so in love. Alright, so now that I have my face contoured, I'm going to go in with this Milani Baked Bronzer, and I have never used this before, and it is in the shade Dulce, and it's a very shimmery looking bronzer. I'm just going to add this on top of that contour and blend. I like this. It has a really pretty, like, sheeny. It's not really glittery or shimmery, but it's really like glowy look, which it does look like it would have shimmer on it, but on the skin it really doesn't have that much shimmer with it. Alright, so next I'm going to be going in with this Anastasia Liquid Glow highlight, and I'm really nervous about using this because I've never used a liquid highlighter before. I don't care for them, but I just wanted to try it out, and I don't know how to use it really, so I'm going to put it on before I apply my blush so I can put it on my cheekbones and then apply my blush over, and maybe it'll kind of like blend together or something. But I think the way that I'm going to apply this is with my beauty blender, I think. So I'm just going to add a little bit, tiny, ooh. I'm going to add a little bit. I might just do it with my fingers. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like dot it on my cheekbone where I would normally apply highlighter, and then kind of, I'm going to wipe this excess part off of that, but then I'm going to go in and kind of just pat it in with my beauty blender so it kind of will blend it. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to apply liquid highlighter, but this is how I'm applying liquid highlighter. I know you're not really supposed to mix powders and liquids, but we are today. Alright, so I like the way that this highlight turned out. It's really glowy and pretty, and digging it. So next, I'm going to be going in with this Anastasia Blush Trio in the shade Pink Passion. And I'm just going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks. This shade right here on the edge, and I'm going to pick up some of that product and tap it off, and then this is really pretty. I don't think I've ever used an Anastasia blush before, but I really do like this. Alright, so now that I'm completely done with my eyes and my face, I'm going to go into the lips, and today I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Merlot. And again, I've never used this before, and I've never used a Stila lip liner before either, so. And I'm just going to go in and line my lips with this. Okay, so far I'm not liking this because it's really hard and rough to get on the lips, and I was just like trying to get this to come off on my lips, and like a big chunk of it just broke off. But I'm still going to work with it and try to apply this to the lips. Alright, so now I'm done lining my lips, and overall I really didn't like this product because it wasn't smooth at all, and it was like tugging on my lips and it was hard to apply. But I do like the shade of it. And then next I'm going to be going in with this Clinique lipstick, and it's in the shade Bear Pop, and I've never used this before either. And I'm going to apply this all over the lip, right over that lip liner. Alright, so I really like this lipstick. It was really smooth, and it feels really like moisturizing, and it helped that dry lip liner kind of have a little bit more smoothness to it. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some brow tint, and I've never used this before either, and it's from Ulta Beauty brand. So I'm just going to apply this over my brows to completely finish off this look. Alright, so overall I do like that brow gel. It added a little bit more darkness to my eyebrows, and it has like a tinted brown to it, but I really did like it. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is spray some of this Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I haven't used this before, and I do recommend this to everybody. It feels like a dream when you spray it. Like, it's amazing. Alright, so I am finished with my face. I'm just going to hop off camera real quick and do something with this nest that I have on top of my head and then change my outfit, and then I will show you guys the completed look and give you guys my thoughts and reviews on all the new products that I did use today. So I will be right back in just a minute. So I just finished my hair and this is my completed look. And I'm going to run through the products that I used real quick that were my first impression and let you guys know my honest review on them really quick. And the first thing that I used, the first thing that I used was this Smashbox primer, and I overall really liked it. It really smoothed my face out and made my pores disappear. And I will be using this again, and I might actually go and repurchase like the full size product of this because I really did enjoy this. And then the second thing that I used was this Born This Way Too Faced foundation in the shade Porcelain, and I love this, and now I see what the hype was all about, and I really do like it. And then the next thing that I used was this Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I really did like this concealer. The brush, or the wand, whatever you want to call it, was a little bit rough, but I think that's because it was like fresh and barely had any product on it. But I think after I used it a few more times, it'll become more soft and will go on better. But this concealer was really good and full coverage, and a little bit did go a long way. So whenever you go to use it, don't use as much as I did in this video because I honestly did put way too much on, but it's okay. Alright, and then the next thing that I used today that was a first impression was this Anastasia Liquid Glow, and it was in the shade Peach Fizz, and I really did enjoy it. I'm not really a liquid highlighter kind of person, and it kind of makes me nervous to do it, but I really like the way that it turned out. It's really bright and glowy, and I definitely will be using this again as well. And then the other thing that I used today that I really enjoyed was this Milani Baked Bronzer. I mean, it wasn't like the best bronzer that I ever used, but it also wasn't the worst. It was kind of a little sheer and wasn't that pigmented, but I also did expect that because it is a baked bronzer. But I do like this. It wasn't bad. And then the next thing that I used was this Anastasia blush trio in the shade Pink Passion, and I really did enjoy this blush, and I do like that it comes with 3 different colors, and I will be using this again. And then the only thing that I really had an issue with today and I did not like was the Stila lip liner in the shade Merlot, and I don't know, it was really drying and it wasn't smooth on the skin. It was really hard and it was like tugging on my lips when I was getting it on there, and like I did tell y'all, it did break off while I was using it, so it's okay. But then again, I did like this Clinique lipstick that I used. I don't think I even showed y'all the shade whenever I did try it on, but it is in the shade Bear Pop, and I really did like it, and it helped even out like this dryness, and it's still pretty moisturizing and still on the lips. But oh, and then one more last thing, I had this Ulta Beauty brow tint. It actually was really good. I've never really been a fan of Ulta brand stuff, but I really did enjoy this. But alright, that concludes it for this video today and my first impressions and all my new goodies that I got. And I hope you guys were interested and did like watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!